All right, welcome to the fifth episode of This Week in Sports Betting, BP311, Tanner Kern, and the coach. Coach, welcome to the show. First time. Appreciate both of you guys coming on. And you guys are where right now?
We're Mohegan Sun. We're going to go do some content tonight, interview some people, asking for the locks, and play some bets while we're at it.
It sounds like a great time. I kind of wish I was there, but I'm just in my, my musty basement at home. But either way, you got your Bruins jersey, and you guys are in the playoffs. I got a Red Wings jersey, but we're not in the playoffs this year. But hey, we won our fair share of cups in our time, so we're gonna get into hockey. Go ahead.
I don't think we'll be in the playoffs much longer, BP311. So, you don't have much to worry about there.
Yeah, well, what are you gonna do? I got to play on that one, but we're gonna do baseball first. There's some games. There actually is one game that starts before any hockey or any basketball in baseball. I don't know if you guys are on that game, but I want to give everybody the opportunity to do a little bit of baseball if you got something tonight.
Yeah, I'll start with that. I mean, the game I'm looking for, it's at the 9:40 mark. It's with the Padres. Yu Darvish is on the mound. He's 2-1 right now. I like him at home. I like the Padres at home money line. I also like the over of 6.5 right now. I think Manny Machado right now, he's hot. He's batting .375. So I like the Padres to get some runs. I'm even leading at the -1.5 as well for the Padres. But give me Padres money line. Give me the over of 6.5. I like Yu Darvish on the mound tonight with Padres.
6.5 is a low over, so I can understand that completely.
Yeah, anytime I get 6.5, I like to go over on it. I would just stay away from that total in general, though, because you just don't know. You don't know what can happen.
You took that 11 yesterday, right?
That was stupid. Yeah, I should have took the over on that. I went under. I'm going to take under in the Sox versus Sox game, White Sox, Red Sox. Neither team really can hit the ball. Vince Velasquez going for Chicago tonight. He could get lit up, but at the same time, this Red Sox lineup's not hitting great. You got JD Martinez, Xander Bogaerts, the only two guys really hitting the ball right now. White Sox aren't hitting. They got Nathan Eovaldi on the mound for the Red Sox. So it should be a good night. I'm a little worried once we get to our bullpen because the back end of the Sox bullpen, the Red Sox bullpen's terrible. But honestly, I like this to be a 3-2, 4-2 kind of game. Stay under 8.5.
I hit on a White Sox over one time, and it hit, luckily. I think they were playing the Guardians or something like that. But, overall, neither one of these teams have really got the bats out yet. So,
well, and Brian, I'm doubling down on Tanner as well. I'm not taking Red Sox. I'm not taking White Sox. I'm taking the under of 8.5 for that game.
Yeah, that might be my favorite play. That could be my favorite play tonight overall. I'm very excited to watch it. Hey, you know what? A little Boston parlay tonight. Bruins money line, Red Sox under. No, I'm just kidding. Bruins. How are the Bruins -150 tonight, Brian? I don't understand it at all.
It's the goaltending change. It's the home ice, all that stuff. But we'll get the soccer. Or we'll get the hockey. We'll get the soccer too. Actually, I got picks from my buddy Dolcetto to give out later. But as far as baseball tonight, I had two plays, but now I've only got one. So I got the Rockies money line. I grabbed that at +134. It's +130 right now. They play the Diamondbacks 9:40 p.m. tonight. So I like what the Rockies are doing. They're hitting pretty good. I know the Diamondbacks have been playing better lately, but I think the Rockies are the better team all in all, and they're going to get this thing done on the opening game. Cool looks good. Kelly looks good. Both these guys look good, but I think the Rockies can bring the bats and really, overcome in this situation. So that's my play tonight. The other one I had, Tanner, we were talking about it this morning. We both had Yankees, I think, run line, right?
Yeah.
Game got canceled. So I'm going to double down on that. The same two pitchers are going to play tomorrow at 1:10. I guess the game's on MLB Network now. It was going to be on Amazon Prime. They moved it around. I'm going to stay with the Yankees run line for Saturday against the Rangers. Yankees are the better team, way better bats, and I'm just going to stick on that for Saturday. Those are my two plays in MLB. You guys got anything left in baseball?
I'm tempted to take the Giants at -134 tonight. That'll be a late decision depending on how my early games go, obviously. But I like them to bounce back. Cobb's not very good for them, but at the same time, too, good teams bounce back. They got blown off the field yesterday. I don't trust that Cardinals offense either. So that's my.
You've been talking a lot of shit about the Cardinals, and
they're terrible.
I'm from St. Louis.
They're terrible, Brian. They are.
I live in Michigan. I've lived in Michigan a lot more than I lived in St. Louis, but I'm from St. Louis originally, so I can't go against the Cardinals. So if I don't like them, I just don't bet on them at all. It's one of those situations. We got Stipe Lukic. How about Red Sox under first 5? I'm guessing that's about 4.5, 5 runs. I'm going to see if I can find it real quick.
I like that play no matter what it's at, because that way we don't have to worry about the back end of the Red Sox bullpen, and hopefully Xander and JD go down swinging and we can hit an under early. I don't mind that.
If I was going to go a nerfy for a baseball game, I think I'd be picking the Red Sox, to be completely honest.
I don't know.
You're not on that?
Because you got to go through JD and Xander. You got to go through JD and Xander.
That's fine.
Vince Velasquez is fucking dog water.
I said it yesterday. I've never bet the Red Sox. I'm only going to bet the over-under. It's always going to be the under with them. I think they're dog water, and I would go a nerfy on the Red Sox. I'd go the under the first 5, and I'd take the under of 8.5 for the Red Sox.
All right, so it's 4.5 in the first 5. You guys blessed that pick then, right?
I like the under of 4.5 for that.
I'll probably take that.
Johnny Hahn wins. He's joining us on the chat. Cards are 15-10, hardly terrible. I have to agree. Speaking of Johnny Hahn, I'll be on his show Monday and Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern. I'm looking forward to that next week.
You know what? Like, I said this yesterday. I think I said this Cardinals take, and someone came at me like that. It might have been the Cardinals, might have been someone else, but like, they're not bad, they're whatever. And I'm like, well, they're just not good for me to bet on, and that means they're bad.
Yeah, I took Cardinals run line a couple times already this season early on, and it's worked out for me, but I've kind of picked my spots. So when I'm not sure about it, I don't like it. If they're plus money, I'm jumping on the money line. If they're big time underdogs, especially if they're away, I like the run line. Tonight, obviously, I don't like the play either side, so I might have to agree with you, but we'll see what happens, and I'm rooting for them either way. I just don't have any money on it.
I'll tell you this. If I'm going with a 3-team parlay money line right now, Angels, Padres, Houston Astros.
Astros are playing the Tigers, and that's not too hard to accomplish. Tigers are pretty terrible, despite them being my hometown team. I have to agree.
Now, if you want a little juice, right? I think run line for Padres, run line for Astros, and then straight up money line Angels. So -1.5 for my Padres and Astros, and money line for the Padres with Yu Darvish on the mound. I also like that as well.
There you got 3-team parlay from the guys from 3-team parlay on This Week in Sports Betting. Look at that.
Yeah.
Hey, now.
Hey, I'll probably do some adjusted stuff. Like, I'll adjust the Red Sox run line, or I'll adjust Red Sox total. I'll adjust the Astros total. I went under on that last night. It hit. I feel decent about that again tonight. And then I'll put one other heavy favorite in there to see what we can do.
Love some juice big money parlays. Programming note, because I didn't get to this early and I should have. Terry's working a double. TJSaltdog can't join us tonight, unfortunately. Matt Kowalis is on his way back from an important business meeting. He may be able to join us late. It's iffy right now, so we'll see. As far as Dulcetto, I've got his soccer picks to give out later, so I just wanted to let everybody know about that. I do appreciate these two guys coming on, and holding it down. Are we got anything else left in baseball? Or are we going to move on to the NHL?
Let's go. Let's go on to the puck, man.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, I'm on every game tonight. I wasn't originally on every game tonight. I was actually leaving the Canes Bruins alone originally. But if you're going to give me the Carolina Hurricanes at plus money on a money line when they've pretty much beat up Boston all year, sorry guys, I've got to take it. It was plus 115 when I grabbed it. It's plus 125 now. Consensus, games on 7 p.m. TNT. I don't see the Bruins winning the game. They need to. They're at home. They've got a new goaltender in there, but I just don't know if they can.
Yeah, I think being at home is going to be huge for them. They got to play feisty tonight. They got to be. That's the other thing too. It's the shots that they have on net have been there, and it's got to hit home. I mean, it's got to come down to Pasta and Marchand and Bergeron. Honestly, it's those three, because I was telling before on the Discord. After that, it's just simply an AHL team. I mean, they got to step it up. I'm probably going to wait about 5 minutes. It's going to still be 0-0. I'm going to wait 5 minutes, then I'm going to put a live bet on for the Bruins, and I'm going to do a money line for Bruins. They got to win tonight. I'm being biased as a Boston Bruins fan, but I think Bruins take this game for money line. But I'm going to wait the 5 minutes and then hit it.
It's the most important game for them to get. If they don't get this one, it's pretty much over. But plus money with the Canes, I can't turn it down.
I would like to go Hurricanes tonight plus money. I can't do it just because it's the Bruins. I'll probably do I'd like to ever put in the Discord something about like a shot block prop for Carolina. I might do something like that, but I mean, overall in this game, the Bruins haven't played well against Carolina. They've won the shots on goal battle, but they can't seem to find the back of the net. I don't think Jeremy Swayman's the answer by any means. I mean, I like him in the net, obviously, more than Olmar because he's been freaking Swiss cheese in there. But at the same time, too, I don't think Swayman's going to lead us to victory tonight. TD Garden's our only chance. Hopefully, gets a little ruckus in there and they get up early. But I just don't see much value in this game for me as a Bruins guy at minus 150. I don't see much value on Carolina because I think they're bound to lose at some point. So that's my take in this.
Yeah, I didn't bet the series, and I didn't bet any of these games up until this point. So they need this game more than they needed any other one, and it is at home, and they have a different goalie. But I can't back the Bruins here. I have to back the Canes.
Well, going back off of that again, though, they have to play at even strength. I mean, the power plays for Carolina have been crucial against Boston. It's been so bad. They've been playing undisciplined hockey. Marchand's got to cool and just play puck. He's got to stop getting feisty with all these other guys and just play hockey. That's the problem with them because right now they're being outcoached. There's no depth of the Bruins. The Carolina is just a lunch pail kind of team, and they've been bringing it every single game. So the Bruins got to step up. I think they do. I just hope they got to win tonight. If they don't win, forget it. They're done.
Yeah.
They don't win tonight. It could even be a sweep. So I guess we'll see what happens. The next one I'm a little bit more invested in. I've got a future bet on the Lightning to win the series. I think they can. They're the two-time defending Stanley Cup champions. I think there's a better team ultimately. Despite how many cups the Leafs have won in history, it's been a very, very long time since they've done so. 7:30 TBS got the Lightning minus 115, looking like minus 120 now. Vasilevsky has been a wall in net to some degree, not last game, but in game one, and I think they can repeat that. We'll see how it goes down. Series is tied. I go with Tampa. I always side with Tampa on this one.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's like it's crazy to think with that money line, like that's just so much better juice than the Bruins. Like that's why I'm very shocked the Bruins being at minus 150. But for me, I'm just looking at the over/under of 6.5. I like the under. I think the goaltenders both played lights out tonight. Give me the under of 6.5 with that.
I mean, I think in this game that Toronto, Austin Matthews needs to get going early. They need to get up on them early. Vasilevsky's given up, 7-8 goals in the series right now? They lost 5-3 yesterday. 7 goals in the series. So with that being said, I mean, he's been okay. He's the best goaltender in the world, but they found ways to get pucks in the net. If they get up early, I think they'll be fine. Again, they got to take the crowd out of it. Same thing with TD Garden and the Bruins tonight. I'm on Toronto because I saw it open at plus 102 this morning, whatever, and I got it for positive odds. But it's going to be a great game no matter what.
Yeah, I think it'll be a great game. Both goaltenders are good. As far as season stats, they're not the top. I mean, you got Markstrom in Calgary and Kemper in Colorado being the top two goaltenders via stats. But Vasilevsky's good, and obviously you let him to 2 cups. Terry is in the chat. Hey, boys, sorry couldn't make it. Still at work. He's working the grind today, working a double at the hospital. So appreciate you, Terry. We'll see you next time. As always, missing my co-host today, but we'll get you back.
It's all good, Salt
Yeah.
Dog.
TJSaltdog, baby.
All right, so game 3 tonight at 9:30 TNT. I'm with you on this one, Tanner. I think we're on the same side. I got the Blues minus 110. That line's all the way out to minus 125 for St. Louis. They're at home. They look like the better team for the most part. I know that Minnesota jumped out to that big lead in the last game, but if the Blues can utilize the home ice, if they can score first, they can win the game.
Yeah. Whoever scores first in this game wins 100%. I mean, Kirill Kaprizov went off in game 2. Game 1, he was non-existent. They won, 4-0, right, game 1? I think Blues 4-0 game 1. I think it's similar tonight if they can get up early. If they go up 2-0 tonight, it's over. I don't think the Wild come back. If they go down 1-0, 2-0, they will lose this game because the Wild get even more aggressive on offense and their defense gets stronger when they go up. So that's the key tonight, I think.
I'm going against the books right now. I mean, the over is 5-1 right now, and I'm going with the under of 6.5, which I feel like if I'm going to pick any game right now, I think that this is by far my favorite series right now in all the hockey games. But I'm going with the under, and I think it's going to bite me in the ass because I think the over probably hits tonight.
You said the over or the under?
I'm going with the under, but I think it's gonna. If it's gonna be one game that's gonna bite me in the ass, it's gonna be that one.
I would never go under on this game.
The over
These
has
two
been
teams played 4 times this season. Every single time hit the over. They played twice in the playoffs, and 1 out of 2 hit the over. I took the over in both the first 2 games in the series. I got 1 out of 2.
Yeah.
If I was going to play an over-under, it'd be this one, and I would play the over.
Yeah, it's 5-1 in the past 6.
I'll play the over tonight. I'll play the over. You know what he watched last night? Probably he watched the what was the game I got screwed in last night? The Nashville
Calgary?
game. He probably I thought Nashville was going over in a minute, and then they decided to play defense. And
I went 5-2 last night. Not bad.
Yeah, you're the best in the world. We know. You're great. You're better than me. You know?
I didn't take as many bets. I only went 3-1. So what are you going to do? Johnny's telling Terry to shoot his plays, but I'll tell you right now, John, Terry, I talked to him earlier. He hasn't even had a chance to look at anything, much less take any bets. They've been running him ragged over there, so I don't think he has any plays, unfortunately. I asked him to give me some plays earlier to give out on his behalf. Unfortunately, it's just not something he could do right now. Game 4 of the evening, 10 o'clock TBS. I took the Oilers on the puck line here, maybe a little bit brash, plus 175 at DraftKings. The Kings squeaked out that first victory, but I don't think they're going to win another game in this series, and I think the Oilers can actually dominate them and beat them by at least 2 goals.
I'm with you on that. I'm on Oilers money line for sure. I like that young team. I mean, you can't go against Connor McDavid either. So give me Oilers. And you know what, Brian? Honestly, that's not a bad little play too with the puck line too. I kind of like that with more than 1 goal. I think that's a nice little sprinkle for that.
Yeah.
Plus 175. I couldn't beat those odds.
Yeah. Honestly, you know what? If I had to pick one game for that to make some money and to have a little bit of a bet with that is the Oilers with the puck line.
Yeah, I'll go Oilers puck line too. I'm going to put that in a parlay later. I'm not going to play it as a straight just because I'm not a big fan of puck line bets, but parlay, why not?
We kind of got a consensus on that, so that's good. Oilers are going to roll over the LA Kings tonight. We can go on to Saturday. I'm doing a little bit something different there. I'll talk about the Predators first. You know, I've been high on the Predators. I think they have a real chance to beat the Avalanche in the series. I know they're down 0-2, but you're going back to Nashville. They show what they were made of in the last game. I played their puck line plus 1.5 the first 2 games. I got it in game 2, so I'm pretty much evened out on that. I'm going to play it. Predators money line plus 195. Maybe I'm playing a number here, kind of like when I played the series at plus 470, but if they're going to win a game, this is the one that they're going to win, I would think. Game 3 in Nashville, down 0-2. It's on 4:30 tomorrow, TNT. That's my play on that one.
I think, the huge heavy favorite right now is Colorado at minus 230 for that game. I think everyone's going to be boozing down in Nashville, and they won't even care about that game tomorrow. As much as you think it's such a big game, I don't see Nashville winning the game. I think they'll be swept.
I don't think Nashville has any chance of winning this hockey game. I like the number, but like the Avs outshot them 51 to 26 or 27. Like you just can't get away with that. It's amazing they covered last night because you can't get away with that consistently.
Nah, Morgan Wallen's coming out with a new song. It's coming out this weekend. They're gonna be more intrigued with that than this Nashville Predators game. To wrap it up, it's Tennessee Titans football time. So pack it up. Hockey's done for Nashville. They're done. Chalk it up for Avalanche.
They played great, but you just can't get outshot 51 to 20 something. Expect to be in the game consistently over a 7-game series. That's my take.
Yeah, well, for one thing, I knew plus 470 from the win of series. Probably throw my money away, but I bet the number and I was okay with that. I think they can win 1 here, but I'm on an island on that one, so that's fine. The other 2 that I took the 2 Eastern Conference games in a parlay and a 2-team. I didn't like the numbers the way they said. I didn't want to take puck lines. So you got the Panthers at minus 180. Now it's minus 190. They play the Capitals at 1 o'clock on ESPN. You got the Flames minus 165. Now it's minus 155 at the Stars, 9:30 TNT, the early and the late game. And I combined them in a money line parlay on that. And I didn't write down the number that I got on it, unfortunately, but that's what I'm taking there. I didn't like either one of them by themselves. I like them both combined.
I just have under in that Dallas game. That's the only thing I'm going to play tomorrow. Other than that, nothing else.
I don't know. For me, I'm taking the over of the Penguins-Rangers game of 5.5. It's been sitting at 5.5 all series. Give me the over every single time. They had 7 goals last game. Give me the over for the Dallas Stars game right now. I think it's sitting at plus 105. So I like the over. For me, 5.5 is just. I don't know. I mean,
do not take the over in the
No,
Dallas
I'm
Stars
taking
game.
over. I'm
Don't
taking
take-
over of both,
don't-
honestly.
it
You
was
know
a
what,
one-
Coach? I
2-0.
took over in Calgary and Dallas in game 2 and got burned. That was the only loss that I had the other day. Yesterday, actually, my 3-1. That was my one. And Tanner told me I was brave to take it, but I think one of these games will go over. I think one of these games Calgary's going to break out and do it. So
if you want to be safe with it, and you're going to pick one of the two games, it's the Penguins Rangers game over 5.5 to play it safe. It's sitting at -120. I like it straight up. I also like it parlayed with something else. If you want to be smart with it, parlay it with the Colorado Avalanche puck line. Honestly, I like that with the over of 5.5. To be completely honest.
that's the only game I didn't play on was Penguins Rangers. So I'll have to consider the over on that one. We got anything left in hockey?
Go Bruins.
Yeah, come on, we need it. We need the bees.
Go Bruins.
We got puck drop.
He's going to convince me to put a live bet on the Bruins tonight, so I'm going to bet the Bruins. I will bet them. Right now, I don't
like
think
for
it's
me,
going
like
to.
-150, it's too much.
Yeah.
Legit though, give it 3-4 minutes. You have 3 shots on net on the Bruins, and that thing just goes right down. It's probably gonna be a pick'em game in 3 minutes, so that's why I'm waiting on it.
Yeah, that makes sense. You're probably right. I would imagine that you're going to get way better value waiting 3, 4, 5 minutes into the game than you are, obviously, -150 when they're 0-2. I'm not sure the line makes a ton of sense, but they're expecting Boston to care a lot more than you said Nashville would. So,
Yeah. I mean, I do like the over 5.5 too, but it's like it just sucks when you have the Bruins money line and you also have the over 5.5. It just watching it just sucks. You're like, oh shit, Carolina scored. It's like, no, but you still want that obviously for the over.
you need goals, but you don't
Yeah.
want goals from that side.
Yeah.
All right, so guys, I assume you guys got something in the NBA. I'm kind of tapped out at this moment on the NBA. I have just completely opted out of the NBA for a couple of days. There's a chance that I take the Bucks tomorrow, but I haven't done it yet. There's too many questions, not enough answers. I don't know if Embiid's going to play. It's a game-time decision. That would change that game completely. I haven't taken a single bet on Philly and Miami yet. I would lean Miami, but if Embiid plays, it could be an entirely different ball game. Any thoughts on that one?
Yeah, I don't even care about Embiid coming in. I think the Heat are the better team. They're playing like it right now. Jimmy Butler's playing lights out right now. He's playing great. Now it just changed to a pick'em game. Give me the Heat pick'em. Give me the over of 210. I know a lot of people in the Discord like the over. I like that a lot as well. And I love the Suns as well tonight. I mean, the lines are so juicy tonight for basketball. I love the spread for both those games, and I like the over of both those games as well.
Yeah. I mean, from what I hear, Embiid's going to play, I think. And Philly Twitter's like going nuts, like he's back. But at the same time, too, like he has an orbital fracture and a torn ligament in his thumb on his shooting hand. So, like, how effective do you think he's going to be tonight? I like the Heat -1. I like the Suns -1. I love both those bets. Neither Philly nor Dallas has proven to me that they can get the job done. I think if there's one upset alert game, it is Dallas tonight just because they're at home, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's how healthy is Embiid going to be? And when he's going to get the ball down low, if I was Miami Heat, I would be hacking at him so hard. So how many minutes is Embiid going to really play into this? Give me the Heat and give me the Suns. And if you're going to foul Embiid, you better foul him hard. Because after this game, that's when the lines are now going to switch. So if being a gambler for this game, I would be hammering the Miami Heat right now.
Both losers. Who's Junior Jam? I don't think he's going to be right.
He's my biggest heckler, but he can't stop watching my content, so he must love me anyway. Continuing on.
These guys.
I'm not playing in the NBA tonight myself, but he'll heckle you guys because you're on with me anyway.
Yeah, that's fine.
Fine.
Like I said,
There.
if you want some winners right now, you're taking Heat pick 'em, you're taking Suns pick 'em, you're taking the over. Of
if
both
Embiid
games.
plays, you're taking the over 100%. Take that 210 over. That's juicy.
Yeah, too many questions in the Philly-Miami game. I think they could definitely maybe sneak out a win if Embiid does play and if he is effective. That's all yet to be seen. I love the Mavs. I love rooting for the Mavs. I love watching the Mavs. I love the way they play basketball. I had the money line in the first game. I had the spread for them in the second game. It burned me twice. I'm not going back to the well a third time, so I'm staying off of it.
He's fading all of us, and he's winning. You know what's funny? Like, all these guys that, like, actually think they know what's going to happen in these games. Like, they like, believe it. Like, listen, Brian, like, I respect your opinion. I respect all these guys' opinion. Neither you nor me knows what's going to happen in any one of these games. We don't.
Nope.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
No, but apparently he's smarter than all of us, so maybe he should
Yeah.
give us his plays, unless he's just going to fade everything we say, and then we know what his plays are.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, Brian, you brought up the Bucks and Celtics. I really like how the Celtics are playing right now.
Yeah.
I like them at +2. I even like them at the money line at +115. But I think the big bet that I really like right now is probably that under of 212. The way they're playing, the way that defense is coming together, they're special. I think they're a dark horse right now. Yes, I'm biased towards Boston, but when they get their shit together, man, they're a well-oiled machine, and they're playing very, very well. So look for the under of that game.
Yeah.
Okay. I saw it at 213 earlier, but haven't updated my lines recently.
Yeah,
I am contemplating the
212.5.
Okay, so pretty close. I'm contemplating the Bucks. I think they got to win at least one game in this series. Giannis can't be stopped, but he needs help. So we've also got the Grizzlies and the Warriors tomorrow. It looks like a 6.5/7 point spread in favor of Golden State. Can anybody stop Golden State? I know Grizzlies did win a game, but now you're back in San Francisco. You're back in Golden State, and
7 points is a lot, though.
I know they were back in the Bay Area, but the thing is, though, when you have the Grizzlies, you got to have the whole team on Ja Morant. And I mean, if he can go off, if he can have a double-double, if he can get going, if I'm going to take this game, I feel more comfortable with Grizzlies +7. But damn, though, I mean, that 7 is a lot. I think the over/under is sitting at 225.
I saw it at 225.5 earlier today.
Yeah, so I guess with that, I like the over, but I kind of like Grizzlies +7.
Yeah. That's my
Yeah, I might parlay Golden State or something like that, but I wouldn't take the spread. It's too many.
So that also shows you, though, probably the first half. I probably would take Grizzlies +7. I'd probably take Grizzlies at the half. I'm guessing maybe +3.5. If that can get to +4, I like that at the half as well. But if you're looking at an overall game, give me Grizzlies +7. Play it safe. But it's crazy, though, because if you're going to pick any sport to live bet, NBA is the game to live bet. For tomorrow, let the Celtics go down 8, 9, 10 points in the first, second quarter. Just got to relax. I think you go and hit the book right there for a live bet at the plus money mark. That's where you get your money right there. It's the live betting.
Especially in the regular season, if you got a team like the Pelicans or the Thunder down 12 to 15 points and they turn out to be a +500 money line, it's worth throwing a couple bucks on it, because I don't even care if I lose that few bucks, but if I win, holy shit, do I win. I'm seeing the first half line at 3.5 at most books. You can get it at 4 at Bet Rivers or certain places, depending on where you shop. I haven't officially locked in any plays in the NBA, but I appreciate you guys' input on that. Connor or Tanner, you got anything left?
No, all set.
Okay. I'm going to move into soccer here. You guys probably don't have any bets for soccer, I'm guessing, but I'm going to do it anyway. My buddy Dulcetto, who's been on here a couple times, gave me some picks, and I've got one of my own. So I'm going to start with his stuff. It's a little bit out there. It might be a little hard to find on your book, but if you check it out, MGM and Caesars look like they have the best chance of finding it there. He's got 7:30 tomorrow morning, an English game. Middlesbrough is a -140 money line. You grab that over at Caesars. They are playing at home against Preston. Second pick, 10 a.m. in England. Northampton -148. Grab that one on FanDuel. These are all money lines. These are all home team money lines. Northampton plays Barrow. Third game, I'm going to have trouble with this one. Rogan Sesechin, -115 money line at MGM, 11:30 a.m. tomorrow. It's a Polish league game. They play Slask. And then Sunday morning at 10:30, a Switzerland game. Basel money line, -120 at MGM against Lausanne. These are all home teams, and they're all money lines, and they're all a bit juiced. My only play this weekend, I like to go with more Premier League stuff that I know, stuff that I actually will potentially watch. A lot of that stuff you can find on Paramount Plus. I took Chelsea -1.5. I know it's a tough for them to win by 2. It's soccer. It may end in a 0-0 draw. The one thing I hate most about soccer and betting on soccer is all the draws and the ties, but Chelsea's a good team. I know them. I've seen them. I've watched them. They're the better team. They're playing Wolverhampton Wanderers. I'm taking Chelsea -1.5, +108 over a points bet, 10 a.m. on Saturday morning, and that'll conclude our soccer section of the program. I'm going to keep rolling. You guys probably don't have any horses for tomorrow, do you?
No, sir.
I'll watch. I'll get some bets tomorrow, but like I'm not doing research on it. I'm gonna bet it right when it starts and see what we can do.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm not even gonna bet it. I watch it. For me, it's when I was in college. It's a thing to get drunk and have some fun with the boys, and we call it our little darty.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Derby day.
Yeah, it's Derby day. You get dressed up and you get fucked up. That's all I would be doing. I'm not even gonna bet anything. I'm putting my degenerate ass on the NBA and hockey tomorrow.
I'll be betting it. I just don't know anything about it, and I'm just gonna take a shot on a random horse. That's my take.
And usually when you're horse betting, you just pick a name.
Yeah.
It goes a little bit deeper for me. My uncle's bigger into it. He watches all the preliminaries. I get some insight from him. I take that and I go with what I also think based on who is more of a heavy favorite, not the favorite. I don't like betting on the favorite. There's no money in that. But his favorite horse is Taba at 12-1. So I'll definitely put a win place show on Taba. My favorite horse is going to be Epicenter. It's 7-2. I mean, it's 3.5 times your money, and put a win place show on him. Pioneer of Medina has a good pedigree as far as horses that he came from, his lineage and his line down. However, 30-1, it's a big underdog, but a win place show there. And then the last one I'm going to take for win place show is Smile Happy at 20-1. So I'm taking a couple dark horses, a couple underdogs here. I'm taking a couple of the favorites, but not the big favorite, Zandon at 3-1. I don't see value there. So I'm taking the second and probably the fifth favorite at Taba, but I believe in what my uncle has to say about that horse. I'm going to also do, because if you want to win money in horse racing, if you want to really try to win some money in horse racing, it's got to be exactas and trifectas. So you're going to pick the first two or the first three horses to finish, and I like to box those because I'm not going to put them in the right order. Come on, let's not play that game. I'll pay double so I can box the bet. So it doesn't matter what order they land in as long as they are the top two or top three. So for the exacta, I'm going to go with Taba and Epicenter. For the trifecta, I'm going with Taba, Epicenter, and Pioneer of Medina. So those are my Kentucky Derby plays. I'll consider those ideas because, I mean, it's a long shot when you're betting on horses, especially in the Derby. There's 22 horses running. It's the biggest horse race of the year, bar none. And hopefully we can make some money out of it. I think I dropped a little bit last year, and I'm going to drop a little bit again this year on it.
Yep.
But most of my plays are already out.
Yeah.
Got to spend money to make money. Absolutely. You guys got anything for the UFC 274?
So,
I think that's.
I'm going to be doing a UFC preview tomorrow morning on my channel, and I really haven't. I mean, I've looked a little bit, but don't know a specific plays yet. But I will be talking about it tomorrow. But right now, I don't have anything.
I'm in the same boat.
I just took one, and I probably bet a number more than I don't know a ton about soccer. I don't know a ton about UFC. If I say we're going to have soccer or we're going to have UFC on This Week in Sports Betting, I will put a play down because I want to make sure we have that. And Dolcetto's not here. Luckily, this time I got his picks. A couple times I haven't. A couple times he was on here. As far as UFC, I was hoping for Kowalis to kind of anchor that whole section, and it doesn't look like he's going to be able to make it. We said 40 minutes, and it's only been 37, so he hasn't made it home yet, most likely. So, unfortunately, he's going to miss us today. I did take one bet. It's not even the main event, guys. It's a semi-main, one of the semi-main events. I took Mauricio Rua at +193. I bet a number. I've heard of the guy. He's a little bit of an older fighter. The game's scheduled to go on at 10:20 on UFC 274, and he is fighting Ovens St. Preux. So I don't know if I'm pronouncing that one right. He's a big favorite at -240. Rua, I got a +193, and now it's looking like +200. So it's even better odds if you like it. Again, I'm not a big UFC bettor. I'm betting a number and hoping that all turns out in my favor.
Yeah, I mean, I'll bet some numbers in UFC for sure, just because anyone can win. A one punch knocks you out. We see it every weekend, right? When these fights go on the pay-per-views and the UFC fight night. So I'll bet some numbers tomorrow. I got to do a little more research, but I'll have some plays in this coming.
Sweet. I don't know if we got anything left, gentlemen.
Well, like I said, those three teams before the guys that maybe come in here right now, it's the Padres, it's the Angels, and it's the Astros tonight. And if you want to do another one, Padres run line, Houston run line, Angels money line. Those are my three that I really like.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't know how you can't love sports betting. I'm like so juiced up. NBA, NHL, baseball, Derby tomorrow, UFC. Like it's unreal.
Yeah.
So
like I said,
There's
Brian,
so
we're
much
at
going
Mohegan
on.
right now.
yeah,
We're at Mohegan right now. We're gonna watch. We're gonna go to the sports book. We'll take a photo. We'll send it to the guys in the Discord. But I'm gonna wait 5 minutes for that Bruins game. I'm gonna hammer the money line. I hope the Bruins blow them out. I really do. They need this win right now. But I'm just juiced up. I can't wait. And hopefully we'll have some more Boston fans. It's just so much better being around the same group of guys that, one, love sports betting, and two, love those hometown teams. So I'm pumped.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
You guys are going to have a hell of a night out there. Looks like Stipe Lukick's talking about soccer and some stuff that I just really don't know about. Morton, thanks for joining us, Jeff. The baseball was at the beginning. I took the Rockies money line tonight. I took the Yankees run line tomorrow. I don't know if you guys can, if you want to recap your baseball real quick for Jeff, that'd be great.
Yeah, like I just said, I think Jeff just got my quick little parlay there. I do those straight up as well, but I did have that with a parlay. You'll have more juice, obviously, those two run lines with Padres and Houston with the money line of Angels. But I like the under of that Padres game. I like the over of the Padres game with the money line for Padres. But I really like the under of 8.5 for the Red Sox as well.
Yeah, I'm all in on that Red Sox under tonight, so I'm gonna go play that.
All right, I think we got a few people in today. It was good. We got a few questions, some live chat going on. We covered baseball, basketball, hockey, soccer, horse racing, UFC. I thought about doing some USFL, guys, but I've lost for 3 weeks on that, so I just can't keep doing it. I don't know enough about it. I'm not sure anybody who does. I was going to do a show on it, but I don't think I don't think anybody cares enough, so I've let it go.
This is what it is. I mean, it's honestly just to get a fix on watching some football and get your little hit before the real stuff starts. So honestly, just wait for the NFL and wait for college football, because we're going to hit the ground running with that, and I can't freaking wait for that to start.
Yeah, I have no desire to do USFL. I tried it the first weekend, and I'm like, I know nothing about this. I don't want to learn about it. Like, no. We'll go to a game, but I'll go. Like they're $10 tickets, so I'll do a game in New Jersey, but I'm not gonna bet it.
Are they gonna start playing in Jersey? Have they announced that?
Isn't there a Jersey team? Jersey Generals?
Well, yeah, there's a Jersey team. There's a Michigan team, but they're playing every game being played in Alabama and Birmingham right now because they haven't got all the money together to do it.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
They're kind of just winging it. I'm not sure if it's going to last. I feel like the ratings are bad. I've heard the ratings are worse for this than it was for the XFL.
You got a guy smoking a cigarette at practice the other day. I don't know if you saw that clip on Twitter or whatever. There was a guy for one of the teams smoking a cigarette. I was like, this is crazy.
I see Jeff's comment on there. Hey, appreciate it, man. Hopefully you're in the Discord. And, like for me and Tanner, man, we appreciate all the plays in the Discord and, what BP is doing right now, putting out more content. We love that. We love coming on and talking sports and just talking shop. So,
yep. Thanks for having us, Brian. Appreciate it.
Yeah, check out 3-Team Parlay on YouTube and Discord. I appreciate you guys coming on. Otherwise, it would have been a one-man show, and I can only do so much by myself. But I'm no Tanner Kern, so I fumble and bumble a little bit when I'm trying to do this by myself. So I really appreciate having other people on, help with the content. And it's not a 12-minute show; it's a 40, 50, 60-minute show, and I like talking shop as well. So thanks for coming on. Hopefully, we get you guys back again. Might be a week and a half, 2 weeks before I do another one. I'm going to wait to see what Terry's got going on, make sure I can get my co-host in here next time. But I really appreciate the plays, the picks, you guys coming on. Enjoy Mohegan Sun. I'm on the Canes, but I'll say go Bruins anyway, just for you guys.
Go Beats.
Appreciate it, BP.
All right, Brian.
All right, have a great night. Thanks again, and we'll talk to you soon.
Night, Brian.
And keep it profitable.
There we go.